The bills that were here were presented with certificates of financial implication, albeit they were not sufficient and they are being amended. I am of the considered opinion that that amendment would suffice. On the second issue, Right Honorable Speaker, in respect to the title that Honorable Eddie Quizer has raised, the bills that were presented to this House are titled the rationalization, for example, the rationalization of government agencies, for example, Trade Sector Amendment Bill 2024. Some of these bills that are most of these bills that are before Parliament on RAPEX seek to repeal, amend, or enact more or affect more than one act. This can be described normally as a large bill affecting different acts, generally called smaller bills within that thing on the broad topic before the House. The subject of all these bills is rationalization of government agencies. And the general rule is that Parliament has the power to make laws on any matter for the peace, order, or development of good governance in Uganda. That's under Article 79 of the Constitution. And to enable Parliament process these bills efficiently and effectively, the rules of procedure were put in place. And the rules of procedure do not refuse or bar Parliament from handling bills of this nature. In fact, the bills that had been brought earlier were even more omnibus, but now they have been reduced into sector spaces. Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable colleagues, the RAPEX bills may have disparate matters that are not necessarily directly related to the matter of the subject, but are in respect to the general government policy. The common form of the RAPEX bills that are before you, Honorable Speakers and colleagues, covers disparate matters, and this can be done in miscellaneous bills. Such bills deal with amendments of laws related or unrelated to the subject matter that require demands of government policy to be addressed. Honorable colleagues, Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable colleagues, a good example of a law such as this one is the Law Reform Miscellaneous Amendment Act of 2023, which we just recently passed. In one act, we amended, repealed over 90 acts of Parliament. Another law that has been passed by this House is the Law Revision, Penalties in Criminal Matters, Miscellaneous Amendment Act. That act affects so many other acts, all of them in respect to a similar subject, which will be the penalties. Similarly, the Business Licensing Miscellaneous Repeals Act 2015 repealed redundant business licenses under several amendments, including the Produce Protection Act, the Fish Act, Hides and Skin Export Duty Act, Rivers Act, and the Companies Act. The Act also rationalized and simplified government business processes and practices and procedures under those laws to eliminate the multiplicity and overlap of business licenses. Whereas the RAPEX bills that are before you, Honorable Speaker and Honorable colleagues, touches upon several laws and matters, all these bills fall under the ambit of the law as matters connected to the government rationalization policy. Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable colleagues, the title of a bill is part of the bill. And when the executive proposes a title of the bill, it does not in any way deter Parliament from amending that bill. Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable colleagues, I refer you to Rule 124.20. It says, if any amendment to the title of the bill is made necessary by an amendment to the bill, it shall be made at the conclusion of the proceedings detailed above. But no question shall be put that the title as amended stands part of the bill, or shall any question be put upon enacting a formula. Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable colleagues, as you consider the various rationalization bills before you, I request that you also consider at the time, if you deem it appropriate, if you deem it necessary to amend the titles of the bill, we propose that the bills be referred to as they are presented before you, but we leave that to the House. I beg to submit, I thank you.